Gamers have carved themselves into their own independent culture. In this culture, they have their own slang, rules of etiquette, and folklore. Everyone loves a good creepy urban legend, and gamers are no exception. Here is the top 3 creepy video game. Number 1. POLYBIUS was an arcade game that bafflingly showed up in an arcade in Portland, Oregon in the mid-1980s. The bureau was totally dark with the exception of the green joysticks and the logo at the highest point of the machine. The game consolidated components of exemplary shooters like Tempest, labyrinths like in Pac-Man, and spatial riddles. When played, it probably caused a wide range of medical conditions including amnesia, power outages, queasiness, seizures, migraines, night dread, and, sometimes, players were accounted for to end it all not long subsequent to playing. It is likewise said that men wearing all dark would frequently be seen meddling with the game, driving some to hypothesize that the gadget was not a computer game but rather an administration test. Regardless of whether this tricky arcade game at any point really existed isn't known. Number 2. Berserk is viewed as perhaps the best round of the arcade period of gaming. In the game, you fight an assault of robots. It additionally has one of gaming's most famous supervisor fights in Evil Otto, which was a basic smiley face. Berserk likewise holds the ghastly honor of being the main computer game connected to the demise of an individual. The game would then proceed to kill again a year after the fact. Jeff Daly was the primary individual to bite the dust in the wake of playing Berserk in 1981. Of course, in 1982, a sound 18-year-old named Peter Burkowski was playing Berserk. In 15 minutes, he was setting his initials into the game for getting a high score. Burkowski removed a couple of steps from the game and afterward imploded dead. The reasons for death in the 2 cases were administered as a cardiovascular failure. Number 3. The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind is a far-reaching RPG and right up till today is viewed as the best game in the Elder Scrolls series by a ton of fans. It has a broad web-based local area where clients mod the game to add custom journeys, characters, weapons, and a protective layer. Rumors have spread far and wide suggesting that there is an exceptionally unpleasant and vile mod to Morrowind that exists that might actually make a player crazy. The mod previously sprung up on the web a few years prior and was initially thought to be an infection, as when you stacked the game with the mod your game would freeze on the title screen and degenerate all the saved game records, basically destroying the game. In any case, it was before long found that on the off chance that you ran the game in DOSBox, programming that permits gamers to play more seasoned PC games on their cutting-edge PCs, the game would work. At the point when the player begins the game with the mod, every one of the primary characters in the game are now dead. Likewise, on the off chance that you stay in one spot for a really long time, your well-being would gradually start to drain. On the off chance that you kicked the bucket from stopping too long, another person would uncover himself. Players took to considering him the professional killer. He had all the earmarks of being a man aside from his legs and arms were long and twisted like a bug. Players started to see that on the off chance that you gave close consideration, the player could see the professional killer around corners or hastening up the dividers, yet just for brief minutes. One more unpleasant component added to the game was every one of the characters left living would come outside around evening time and simply remain there. At the point when a player would endeavor to cooperate with one of the characters, they would just say, "Watch the sky." Another prison was additionally found. Inside the prison was what players called the lobby of representations. The corridor was fixed with photo placements. Inside the casings were photographs from the player's My Pictures organizer. Toward the finish of the lobby was a locked entryway. Nobody has at any point posted evidence that they sorted out some way to open the entryway. However, there are some mind-blowing accounts of players fixated on attempting to open it, playing the modded game for quite a long time straight with very little rest. In some cases, after extended periods of time of playing, they started to daydream seeing the professional killer, in actuality, rapidly creeping on their room roofs or down their foyers as they took a washroom break from the game. As phenomenal as this story sounds, the creepiest part is that this mod does indeed appear to exist. However, download it at your own danger. Thank you for watching this video.